Look at the
The
keyhole.
lock is too heavy, too old for this to work.
Okay, so press X. This key.
It doesn't fit.
Oh, that's easy. Let us use the master key. A rotate. Come on, it's okay. Back.
Open sesame.
Open sesame.
Someone's been searching here. Either they didn't have time to clean up, or simply did not care.
Yep. Summon
If
this
Father hid the
thing.
key for me to find, then this means nobody has been able to enter this room since his death.
Okay, let's explore.
Myths and Legends of the Highlands. From the library, I'd wager.
Okay, so there's something here.
This looks interesting. Screwed down tight. Someone didn't want it moved.
Well, there's a puzzle. I know this thing. Ooh, okay, done.
This castle certainly has its secrets.
Okay, study.
It looks very
Oops.
precise, accurate. A lot of work went into this. There's a bit missing. Hold on. There.
Okay.
Stop your wait. Stop your wait.
Okay. This is weird.
What is that? Oh no.
Wait!
Quest updated.
The boy! Did you see him? Where did he go?
What did I tell you about disturbing me in my study?
Oops.
right, sir. What happened, David?
The boy. There was blood. And he pushed him down.
Who? Who do you think you saw?
That guy over there.
Him.
What did you just say, sir?
It's all right.
You're like your father. You can see them too, can't you?
My father. What did he think he saw?
It ain't my place to say, sir. But
Go on.
begging your pardon, sir. You should go. This place, it drove your father mad.
Drove him? Did he say what or whom he saw?
I'm sure I don't know, sir.
Let's not push her too hard. She's scared enough of me already. I've been babbling in my sleep since I was a child. It's nothing to worry about. Poor girl is scared out of her wits.
Of course, sir. Sorry, sir.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's Ailsa, sir. Ailsa Crannan. Oh, and Master Andrew asks if you would join him in the library. After breakfast, of course.
Thank you, Miss Crannan. Get a hold of yourself, David.
Wow, how? Okay. Easy.
Were these apparitions what drove my father from the castle when he was young? Were they what drew him back? He must have found something in the family chronicles he spoke of. Nobody else saw the boy or the old man who looked like my grandfather Edward. But it felt real, more even than the daydreams that plagued my childhood. I don't remember ever seeing that boy. A faded memory, perhaps? As far as I know, I've never been to this castle before. Elsa knows more than she wants to tell me.
Start. Oh no. Larry, who is the boy? Find out what else know. Where to go? I need to go outside. Is this the proper place? No, nothing. Okay, nothing to explore here. Open the chest. Can we open it? Nothing. So we can go out now.
Aye, and once you're done in the kitchen, go and clean up the cellar. The spiders have made a nest down there. A big one, too. They're crawling everywhere. Master David, nice of you to grace us with your presence.
I appreciate your patience.
I've had the staff prepare some of the finest Scottish delicacies for you. Black pudding, haggis, scrambled eggs with deer brain, and bacon.
Yeah, love this food.
I shot the deer myself, in the local woods.
So after that, okay.
Mother was never a fan of dishes made from entrails. In this case, she'd be missing out. That was delicious. Thank you.
I'm sure our local specialities must seem peculiar to one raised as you were.
I was raised in India. My spectrum of peculiar has quite a range.
Let's talk to this guy.
Yes, Master David?
May I ask, the maid, she seems nervous, almost afraid of me.
She's afraid of everything.
You don't think much of her?
I do not, sir. And, if I may be so bold, one of Lady Gordon's earrings has gone missing.
You suspect the maid?
Not my place to say, Master David.
Yet I think you just did say. You've worked for the family all your life.
Yes, Master David. Saved my time serving in Swaziland.
You served in South Africa?
Oh, indeed, sir. During the Boer War. But Sir Edward intervened and I was able to return unharmed from that most futile conflict.
How many staff are there?
Nowadays, only myself, the maid, and Rory the gardener. I suppose you could include the lawyer, too, if that is work.
Not many for such a big house.
If you felt like hiring more staff, I would not complain, sir. But of course, not everyone is suited to work in this house.
If I gave him the earring, he'd use it as an excuse to torment the maid. Not that I'd ever gain his trust. He's clearly loyal to Lady Margaret. Well, good day to you.
Indeed, sir.
Explore. Okay.
Elsa knows more about my father than she dares tell me. I'd better earn her trust now. She might return to the village once the weather clears.
Mm-hmm. Exploring again here.
This'll make it easier to carry. The boy. It must be. But I need to be sure. Perhaps the names are on the back. What's this? Looks like it's drawn in blood?
It is scary.
Regardless of what I told Miss Cranon, these visions are like nothing I've ever experienced before. And they're getting worse. I'll give that a spin later. My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me. My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me. Lady Margaret. She looks happy. I can't imagine her smiling like that these days. The boy. How did he provoke Edward into throwing him down the stairs? Grandfather Edward. Just as he looked last night.
Okay, let's go outside. Where to go? Something here, I think.
A sign of modernity, even in ancient houses like this.
Can we go outside, man? Oh.
Miss Cranon? Isn't that used for transporting cooked food? Why is there blood in it?
Ugh, the wee scunner thought it would be funny to put one of his dead beasties in it to fear me. He should keep them in the cellar and... Sorry, sir. I'm speaking out of turn.
Did you ever talk to my father?
I was serving here when he... That is to say,
Go on, please.
I didn't think it'd be proper, sir. Lady Margaret said... Oh, sorry, sir. I must get on with my work.
She's as scared of Margaret as she is of the butler. Poor girl. You said my father saw things.
I don't want to talk about it, sir.
I noticed the attic door is locked.
You'd best ask Angus, sir. I hardly go up there.
The mere mention of the attic terrified her. What is in there? I think you may have lost this.
Oh, sir! Oh, thank you, sir. I only wanted to see how it looked in the mirror. I didn't mean to. I was scared to tell her ladyship. She can have such a temper.
What are you going to do now?
If I can sneak it into the salon, maybe her ladyship will think she lost it there herself.
From what I know about her, I very much doubt her ladyship will. What happened to my father here?
I'm sorry, sir. You're not like the rest of them here. Oh, sir, there's things you should know, but I really need this job.
She knows something, but how can I convince her to trust me? Would you like me to escort you to the cellar?
Wouldn't be proper to ask the owner of the house to do that, sir.
Well, I'm not the owner yet. And you didn't ask.
Very kind of you, sir.
Happy to help. I'll let you know when I'm ready to accompany you down there. I shall leave you to your work.
What else we have here?
Elsa knows more about my father than she dares tell me. I'd better earn her trust now. She might return to the village once the weather clears. Shall we?
Let's go. Hey. Do best. Excellent.
How cruel of Mr. McKinnon to send her down here alone. Harsh as it may seem, a proper serving of fire is the only way to get rid of such a widespread infestation. Let's see what we can find down here. How cruel of Mr. McKinnon to send her down here alone. This is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me. I have to find a way to eliminate them altogether. This is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me. I have to find a way to eliminate them altogether. This is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me. I have to find a way to eliminate them altogether.
So there's something here maybe we could use to a stick or maybe something like that. Okay.
The water of life. Some of these whiskies are from local distilleries. Raw spirit. Not particularly palatable, but good for cleaning and magic tricks.
Okay, what else? Dear.
Looks fresh.
Master Eddie's work. He and Mr. McKinnon put it here earlier. Poor beastie.
Eddie. Another family member I've yet to meet.
Oh, blood.
Ooh, a lot of blood for just one animal. Not the most hygienic workstation. A hunting map. Looks like they've been poaching outside the Gordon estate.
Okay. Burn.
Step right up!
Sir? What are you... Oh my! Oh, that's amazing! Does that not hurt?
No, a little trick I learned in India.
Sorry, did that scare you, Elsa? I didn't think... Huh.
And you are?
Edward Mallory. You may call me Edward III.
So this is Cousin Eddie. He seems
Welcome to my castle.
as terrible as the rest of them. My castle indeed. You've lived here all your life, so you would have met my father.
Only after he lost what marbles he had left. If it were up to me, I'd have locked him up in the loony bin a bit sooner.
Locked him up? Pleased to meet you, Eddie. So, your parents would be my aunt and uncle Clara and Victor. Are they...
Dead. Dead as doornails, the pair of them.
Lovely.
So what are you doing down here anyway?
There's a line between honesty and rudeness that Cousin Eddie doesn't seem to recognize. I was helping Miss Crannan.
Oh, why didn't you ask me?
Excuse me, sir. Sirs, I really have to go.
Leaving so soon? Was it something I said? They all tend to act like that in the presence of nobility.
You said something about a loony bin?
I did. Oh, you don't know.
Well,
Oh, never you mind. I have an animal to prepare.
I'm getting very tired.
Something wrong with
This house
his
avoiding my
face.
questions.
There's something you should know, sir. Something important. I overheard them talking, and
You're paid to work, not chat. Get to it, girl.
Sorry, Mr. McKinnon. Library, after dinner.
At last, I might get some answers. I'd better leave Cousin Eddie to his hobby for now.
Okay, let's go back. So the story revolves on here inside the castle. There's nothing here. Okay, let's climb the stairway. Okay, not there. How about here? Nothing. No, I don't want to examine that. Examining some shit. Oh, there's nothing here. Ooh, there are lots of paper here, but I guess we already done our mission here. So let's go back. Nothing here. What the? I cannot go out there. Oh, weird. Library, so I know I need to talk to the girl. There's nothing here. Where's the girl?
David, apologies for not being here to greet you. As the telephone in the castle is not working due to the recent storm, I have had to journey to the village to communicate with my office. Upon my return, I shall show you to the chapel where you can pay your respects to your father. Yours, Andrew Harrison.
Or maybe I'll just head to the chapel myself, just as soon as the weather clears.
Library, so maybe the girl is over here. Explore, 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 explore. Nobody's here, let's go down.
Smoking a pipe? I thought that would be beneath her station.
The stalker. Need to go around.
Lady Margaret.
David?
May I first apologize for my strange behavior last night? It's just that...
Think nothing of it. You were obviously tired from your travels. Least said, soon as mended.
I saw an old photograph of a boy in the other room. Something tells me she wouldn't be happy if she knew I had it in my pocket.
Ah, that was taken in 1894. Young Johnny, your father.
You can remember the exact year?
It's a funny thing when you reach my age. You can remember dates from decades ago.
But not what you had for breakfast.
Maybe others can't.
Who, may I ask, were the others in the picture?
That would be your Aunt Clara and your late great-grandmother, the last true Countess of Scahandew House. And my dear Edward, of course.
I noticed my father had a scar on his face. How did that happen?
Falling from a tree, perhaps? I can't recall. But your father was a clumsy child.
Can't recall. But you remember the date the photograph was taken? What kind of man was my grandfather?
Oh, he was magnificent. He was handsome, so handsome. And caring.
Caring enough to knock a defenseless child down the stairs.
All was so very different when he was around.
the maid. She seemed to be acting strangely, like she was frightened of me.
Yes, well, she's a simple sort, that one. She has probably heard of the curse of the Gordons the locals like to whisper about.
Curse? What curse?
Just a peasant superstition. I would guess she was worried you'd show the same displays of unpredictable violence as your father did.
I never knew my father to be the violent type.
Oh, there are many things you do not know about your father. This is his doing.
What? But how?
I'd rather not discuss it, David. And that maid should really keep her mouth shut and locate the earring she lost. She's like a magpie with shiny, expensive things.
This may seem like an unusual question.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't, dear boy.
Have I ever been here before? Is it possible I visited as a child and can no longer remember?
Oh no, you are a stranger to these walls.
And I have a feeling you prefer it stayed that way. I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes. Oh, and David, the master of the house needs to respect the privacy of those under his roof. Even your father understood that. Sometimes a cabinet is locked for a reason.
A cabinet? I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. I don't know anything about it.
I see. Never mind then.
What else we have here? Examine that.
Contrary to everything I've learned so far about Grandfather Edward, Lady Margaret still worships him.
Meet up with Elias after dinner. Find a grape from the painting. Find the grape in the painting. Nothing here. Where can I go? Is it over here? Okay, let's go back. Nothing here. Well, yeah, I can leave now.
Finally, some fresh air.
Where we need to run? Let's go down.
A steady enough vessel, if you trust your swimming skills.
What is this?
I can see why Rory likes this place. This view should ease even the most troubled soul.
There's nothing here. Run to the forest. Some in the car, nothing. There's a person over there. Do I need to query that person? Oops. Going back. No, 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 no.
Master David.
You could tell it was me.
Your footsteps. I ken the walk of everyone here.
Wow, that's rather incredible.
Aye, that it is, laddie. That it is. I hear better than most. See more than most and all.
Father had a similar toolbox. Back when he still fixed things around the house.
Go.
Father had a similar toolbox. Back when he still fixed things around the house. When you talked about what they did to my father, what did you mean?
You shouldn't have come back. You canna go through what he did as a bairn and no be sick.
So his hospitalization was justified then?
Not for me to say. Before you think of putting down roots here, you should think on what the poison grown here did to your father. You can?
No, not really.
If you didn't mind, this door will no mend itself.
I'll leave you to it then.
Let's go to the graveyard. Is that a graveyard? Wow. So this is the graveyard on the picture. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, explore, explore, explore. Oh.
Nobody left to mourn the dead, or care for their graves, it seems.
Okay. Look at the walk over here. Summon this.
I've seen this before. In the painting. This is the grave I saw in that waking dream or whatever it was. The grave my father buried something in as a boy. Who's buried here? If I could just... these vines are too thick. I need something to cut through these.
Okay, well, how we could find something here? Maybe there's something over here.
Locked with a padlock. Andrew will have a key, but I'm not keen on waiting for his return.
Do what? Take that picture again.